Einstein has thousands of distinguished, indeed illustrious alumni. Dr. Janina Galler is not only one of those, but has also provided extraordinary service by becoming president of the Alumni Association of the Albert Einstein College of Medicine. I request that Dr. Galler join me here. At this year's commencement, I'm very pleased to announce that quite a few of our graduates have honored us with their presence. Several marched in the ceremony, others are in our audience, and I want to give particular congratulations to our pioneering 50th anniversary class, the 8th graduating class of the Albert Einstein College of Medicine. Will you all rise and receive the recognition that you so richly deserve? One member of that groundbreaking class, representing the class of 1966, Dr. Ruth Stein, will make some remarks. Dr. Stein, please come forward.
Thank you, Dean Spiegel and President Safer and Joel, distinguished guests, class of 2016, and my fellow colleagues in the faculty. It is an honor to stand before you representing the class of 1966. As mentioned before, we were the 8th graduating class of a then very young College of Medicine. At the time, it seemed inconceivable that we would ever make this milestone, much less have gathered half our class together again to be so warm and be so warmly welcomed. There were 87 of us, but only 10 women. We predated broad-spectrum antibiotics and the AIDS epidemic, Ebola and Zika, and had only just begun to understand the roles of DNA and RNA. The era of epigenetics and personalized medicine was not yet on the horizon, and many of the conditions we considered fatal have been controlled and or eradicated, and many new ones have been identified. In 1966, Einstein was a special place that prepared us for our role as clinicians, educators, and investigators, and gave us the tools to learn and grow with the field of medicine, despite the fact that when we graduated in 1966, we arrogantly thought we had learned everything there was to know about medicine. I firmly expect and believe that the new Einstein, now under the auspices of Montefiore, one of the nation's most innovative healthcare systems, has prepared the class of 2016 with those same tools for continued personal growth. Your class, like ours, has had the benefit of an eminent faculty and follows a line of distinguished alumni. I hope that you will always treasure the sacred trust that our patients place in us when they put their lives and their welfare in our hands. It is this special trust that makes medicine such a rewarding and extraordinary profession, and I hope you will never lose sight of it, especially in the face of the ever-increasing pressures of the business of medicine. Honor and treasure the special bonds you make with your patients. Listen to their stories and seek out the best way to help meet each of their needs. Fulfilling that mission, combined with the fine education that you have received, will enable you to look back on your career 50 years from now with the same sense of satisfaction and awe that I and so many of my classmates have experienced. Congratulations, class of 2016, on all that you have accomplished, and we look forward to welcoming you to the ranks of Einstein's alumni and to watch you launch successful and rewarding careers. Good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Stein. The College of Medicine and the Alumni Association are pleased to continue a proud tradition by awarding the annual Distinguished Alumni Awards. Full biographies of the awardees are in your program. I'm honored first to present the Albert Einstein College of Medicine's 2016 Dominic P. Purpura Distinguished Alumnus Award to Dr. Alfredo Arrigo Sedun, Professor and Vice Chair of Ophthalmology at UCLA and a graduate of Einstein's class of 1978. Dr. Sedun. This time it is my pleasure to award the Sue Golding Graduate Programs in the Biomedical Sciences Distinguished Alumna Award to Dr. Sue Wickner, Section Head in the Laboratory of Molecular Biology of the National Cancer Institute and a graduate of Einstein's PhD class of 1974. Will Dr. Wickner please come forward? The Albert Einstein College of Medicine's 2016 Distinguished Alumna Clinical Practitioner Award goes to Dr. Gail Salomon, Professor Emerita of Neurology at Weill Cornell Medical College and a graduate of Einstein's class of 1962. Dr. Salomon. It's a personal pleasure to present our next awardee. He is Dr. Stephen G. Baum, Einstein's Senior Associate Dean for Students and also Professor in the Departments of Medicine and of Microbiology and Immunology. He will receive the 2016 Honorary Alumnus Award. Dr. Baum. Honoring the memory of a very special former chair of neurology, we present the Saul R. Corey Award in Translational Science and Medicine to Dr. Richard Gorlick, Chief of the Division of Pediatric Hematology and Oncology at Einstein and Montefiore. Dr. Gorlick. And again, it's a personal privilege and honor to present the Alumni Association's Lifetime Achievement Award to Dr. Neil Flomenbaum, Emergency Physician-in-Chief, Professor of Clinical Medicine at New York Presbyterian Hospital, Weill Cornell Medical College, Einstein class of 1973. Dr. Flomenbaum. The 2016 recipient of the Alumni Association Lifetime Service Award, someone who's truly rendered service in multiple ways to his alma mater, Dr. Harris Goldstein of the Einstein class of 1980, a professor of pediatrics and of microbiology and immunology, and our Associate Dean for Scientific Resources. Dr. Goldstein. At this time, it is my privilege to present a series of awards honoring our most outstanding educators. The Samuel M. Rosen Awards for Outstanding Teaching are presented to members of the faculty chosen by the students. The awards are named for a beloved teacher and are intended to be a reminder of his legacy to our institution. This year, the Samuel M. Rosen Award for Outstanding Teaching in the Preclinical Curriculum is awarded to Dr. Irene Blanco, Associate Professor of Clinical Medicine and Associate Dean for Diversity Enhancement. Dr. Blanco. The Samuel M. Rosen Award for Outstanding Teaching in the Clinical Curriculum is awarded to Dr. Mimosa Maholi, Assistant Professor in the Department of Medicine. Dr. Maholi. Two additional awards for excellence in teaching have been established, named for two legendary figures in the medical school's history, Doctors Harry Eagle and Harry Gordon. This year's recipient of the Harry Eagle Award for Outstanding Basic Science Teaching is Dr. Joshua Nasanchuk, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs and Professor of Medicine. The 2016 Harry H. Gordon Award for Outstanding Clinical Teaching is presented to Dr. Lawrence J. Brandt, Professor in the Departments of Medicine and Surgery. Dr. Brandt. And this year, again, a personal privilege to present the Lifetime Achievement Award for Excellence in Teaching to Dr. Robert W. Marion, Professor of Pediatrics, and I should have added multi-published author of many interesting books. The LaDon H. Shulman Award for Excellence in Teaching will now be presented. The award was established in 1993 to honor the memory of Dr. LaDon Shulman, who was a professor of developmental biology and cancer from 1968 until her untimely passing in 1992. It recognizes a faculty member of the graduate division who's demonstrated exemplary skill in teaching. The 2016 recipient of the LaDon H. Shulman Award for Excellence in Teaching is Dr. Diane Cox, Professor in the Department of Anatomy and Structural Biology.